Hello, I am Anthony Nyamfo. Welcome to the first of the series of lessons for beginners who wish to learn how to use Sibelius notation application for the notation of hymns and choral music. If you are an advanced user of Sibelius and wish to know how to use Sibelius to typeset only solfa notation, please type the following into the search engine of YouTube to get access to an earlier video posted by me. That is the typesetting of only solfa notation. Just type that to get access to that video. Now that video is the first lesson on typesetting only solfa notation. The second lesson will soon be posted. Now, for beginners who do not have the Sibelius application, please visit the following website to get access to the version 7 of Sibelius application. That is www.getintopc.com to download it. Download the additional fix as well. Follow the video for installation at the website. Nonetheless, if you have any challenges with regards to the installation, please contact me on the following email address. That is toranmusic3@gmail.com. To start the first lesson, click to launch the Sibelius application on your desktop. What appears on your screen is known as the Quick Start, that is the Quick Start dialog. It is made up of 5 buttons labeled as follows: Learn, New Score, Recent, Import, and Late News. We shall learn more about each of these later as we go through the series of lessons. The Quick Start dialog is made up of templates called manuscript papers, which are organized into folders and showing a thumbnail view of each one. As you can see here, these are the thumbnail views. Now, it's better to use manuscript paper containing instruments than to start with a blank paper, because other options are already set in the manuscript papers which are appropriate for the particular music. We shall learn more about the manuscript papers as the lessons proceed. With regards to setting up a score in Sibelius, there are several ways of starting a new score in Sibelius. For example, through MIDI, that is Musical Instrument Digital Interface, through Music XML, that is Music Extensible Markup Language, through Photoscore aspect of Sibelius, or through audio score aspect of Sibelius. To begin the process of setting up a new score, we shall make use of the first 4 bars of the hymn entitled Abide With Me. Now, as said earlier, the templates are better to use. We shall therefore go to the choral and song category of the Quick Start dialog and either click or double click on the hymn manuscript paper. So we move down. Yeah, so there you are. That is the choral and song, and that is the hymn manuscript paper. To get started with the notation of your score without modifying the instruments it contains or setting an individual key or time signature, simply double-click on the hymn manuscript paper. Good. Now, the full view of the manuscript paper appears on your screen, and on top you'll be provided with what is known as the ribbon, as seen over here. That is the ribbon. Now, it is made up of command buttons. It has all the features of the program according to the task to be performed. There are 11 tabs in the ribbon as follows: File, Home, Note Input, Notations, Text, Play, Layout, Appearance, Parts, Review, and View. We shall learn more about them as we proceed with the series of lessons. On the other hand, to modify the manuscript paper, click just once. There will appear a zoom-in version of the template together with some options to its right, all in a rectangle. So we go back and click once. Yeah, so there you are. That is the zoomed in version, and then the options on your right, all in a big rectangle here. With the options on the right, you can modify the page size, orientation, instruments to be used, individual staff sizes, time signature, key signature, initial tempo, etc. all on your right here. Nonetheless, you can always change any element added after your score has been created. In our case, there will be the need to do some modification since our hymn is not in key C major. By default, Sibelius chooses A4 and Portrait under the document setup. Now you leave the Halt style unchanged. There will not be the need for us to change the instrument by clicking on the button here. So we leave it as it is because we are using a manuscript paper, which is a template. So there is a preset instrument already in there. Now, under the time signature setup, since our music, that is Abide With Me, is in the common time, we click on the common time sign here. Now, since our music begins on a strong beat, we leave this box here unchecked. That is under the pickup upbeat. So we leave it there. And then with regards to the tempo, we may decide to choose andante, that is the tempo text. Now, with regards to the metronome mark, Since our basic beat note for our song is the crochet or the quarter note, we click to choose the crochet, and we use the tempo mark of crochet. It goes to 100, which means 100 of the crochet notes within a minute, determining the tempo of our music. Now, under the key signature setup, since our song is in the key of E flat, we click in this window here and select the major flat keys and click on E flat to select it. Now, under the score information setup, we will leave it now because we can later make changes with regards to the text, that is the title, the composer's name, and so on and so forth. So we leave it as it is. You do that later. So after you finished with all these, cross-check with the information selected to be sure everything is right, and then click on the create button below here to begin the process of entering the notes. So there you are. Now, to organize our music, we want to have 8 bars in each system. So we click on layout to organize our music, go to auto breaks. Now check this box here, and type in 8 and click OK. Now hold the control key to zoom in, roll backwards your mouse to zoom in so that you can have a better view. Click, hold, and drag so that you can have a better view of the whole of the bars, the number of bars used. Good. Now, to start inputting notes with regards to our hymn, that is Abide With Me, click on View, click on Panels. Now the keypad is already checked, which is a very important element to be used. And then check the keyboard. Now, so here you have the keypad and then the keyboard. These are two things which will be very important with regards to note input or setting up our score. Now, we look at our music. So we open our music, which is the Abide With Me. Yeah, so there you are. That is our music, Abide With Me. The first 4 bars of the music. Now, to start entering the score for our music, which is Abide With Me, we will need these two, that is the keyboard and the keypad. Now, that will aid us very much in entering the notes as fast as possible. Now the keypad, as seen here, is aligned, is made in such a way that it is aligned to the num key of your computer keyboard. So if you don't have one, kindly attach to your laptop a USB made type of keyboard with a num key, because that will be very much needed. Now the keypad is made up of 6 rows. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the 6th row is made up of the voices. That is voice 1, voice 2, voice 3, and voice 4. And with regards to the virtual keyboard, the C4 here, that is the location of our middle C. And when you combine the keypad and the keyboard, entering of notes in Sibelius is very, very, very fast. In fact, it is very fast when you have the MIDI cable attached to an actual keyboard. You just play on your keyboard and the notes are being entered. But in our case, since we don't have the MIDI cable with us, we make use of the virtual keyboard. And the advantage is that we don't think of the pitches as compared to making use of the computer, the letter names of the computer keyboard. Here you just click on the keys to get your notes entered on the staff or stave. To start the process of entering the notes according to our music, you either click on the rest in the first bar, or you click in the first bar to begin entering the notes. So after doing that, type on your computer keyboard the letter N for no or Nathaniel. So click type N. Now there appears a blue line over here which is known as the caret, and as you can see, your mouse also turns blue, meaning that Sibelius is ready for you to input the notes. Now, according to our music, the first note for the soprano is G. And here, as you can see, the first voice by default has been selected. And you either type 5 or click on the minim here. The 5 is aligned to the minim here, if you check, which is the third row, 1, 2, 3 on your num keys. So you click to select it, and the G is not far from the middle C here. So just play and it is entered. And then, according to our music, the next is a crotchet. So you either type 4 or you click on it to select, and it is also G. So just play it. The next is F. It's followed by a minim, which is E flat, and then it's still a minim, which is B flat. Now it's followed by crotchet, C, B flat, and then we select a semi-brief. So there you are. The soprano is written. Thank you very much. I hope you've enjoyed my lesson. So subscribe to my channel for fast input and more tricks with regards to the use of Sibelius application. We will learn to input notes for the alto, tenor, and bass in the second lesson, and hopefully complete the whole of the 4 bars and add more bars for the music. Thank you.